not going to be getting close to one specific number. So it's possible for our limit to equal positive or negative infinity. Okay, that would be like if we had a vertical asymptote, and I showed you several pictures on these graphs. So this one, both sides are going up forever, so that's approaching positive infinity. Here they're going down, so it's approaching negative infinity. And we could have combinations, one-sided limits that are only approaching from one direction as well. Okay. So that happens at vertical asymptotes. Let's take a look at some more problems. So if I want the limit as x approaches 0 from the right only of the square root of x. If you know what the square root of x looks like, you could think about a graph to help you. If you don't, or if you've forgotten, you could always do what?
Draw.
Yep, draw one, make a t-chart and draw your graph. And the other option is to plug in points like in our table. Okay, so we can do it from the table or from the graph. Which one do you guys want to do? Make a table or look at the graph? Do a graph. Okay, what's the square root of 0? Square root of 1. Square root of 4.
2.
Can you do negatives? No, that would be imaginary. So this is our square root graph. So the limit as you are approaching 0 from the right. If I'm coming in, my x's are numbers bigger than 0, and I'm getting closer to it. What y value are we approaching? Coming in from this direction, what's 0? Because I'm coming in from the left. Do I have any points on the left? Can I approach it on the left? No, so that one does not exist. All right. Let's look at this one. Might be harder to draw a graph for this one, so let's go to our table idea. As I am approaching 3 from the right, so what kind of numbers am I plugging in? Bigger than 3 or smaller than 3? Bigger. So maybe 3.1, 3.01, 3.001. All right, let's grab our calculator and plug these things in. If I put in 3.1, I get 60. For 3.01, I get 6,602.
Attention please, the following is a drill only. Please prepare for a drill. Thank you.
And that one is 6,002. Is it approaching? So what that means is the original graph had a vertical asymptote at 3. And as I was coming in from this side, it was going to positive infinity. As I was coming in from this side, it was going to negative infinity. So do we have a limit overall? No.
Thank you all for participating. You may resume classes now.
So we have individual one-side limits, but the two-side limit would not exist there. All right, give this one a try. You can make a table. So if you put in 0.1, what'd you get?
4.094.
Okay, put in 0.01, what'd you get?
4.00.
And 0.001.
4.000009.
Okay, so what's that one going to? 4. Why did I not have to have 2 tables?
It only had that tangent approach.
We were only approaching from the right, so it's only numbers bigger than 0 that we had to check. If we did 2-sided limit, then we would have to have both tables. All right, let's try another one. If I want the limit as we approach 3 from the right, so 3 from the right means I need to be putting in numbers bigger than 3. Maybe 3.1, 3.01, 3.001. What happens when I put these in? What's it telling me? Yeah, non-real answer, domain error. It doesn't work, and that's the case with all of them. The reason, if you were curious, this is like a semicircle, and it only exists between -3 and +3. So as I'm approaching from the right, is there anything over here? No. So all these are giving me an error, so what do you think that means about my overall limit? Does not exist. All right. Any questions there? Last question of the day. So vertical asymptotes are when we get the infinite limits. Do you remember where tangent had vertical asymptotes? So tangent is, think about our hand trick, sine over cosine, right? So if cosine is 0, then tangent would be undefined. Or at the beginning, remember we did our little trig handout and we graphed it, right? Tangent was the one we went from -π/2 to +π/2. So we picked that because cosine of 90 or cosine of π/2 is 0. So it's vertical asymptotes. So where do we get our vertical asymptotes here? π/2, -π/2. Are those the only ones though? No, this keeps going forever. So it's like π/2 plus pi k, where k is an integer. So 1π/2, 3π/2, 5π/2, you're going to have vertical asymptotes. That means those would be the places where this limit doesn't exist. It would exist everywhere else. All right. That is actually the end of this section. So I want to stop and give you guys some time to work on homework. So I'm going to take off.